Hello, RoahmMythril here once again, and yeah, it's been a while. Teeth happened. Oh boy, did they happen. So, yeah, who's ready for some ducks? I know it's almost Thanksgiving, but there isn't exactly a placid plastic turkey simulator now, is there? Since the last time I played this, though, they have added some new DLC, so let's have a look at it. We have a new pool, rooftop 1%. And we also have a new pack of ducks. Ducks galore. So, let's check it out. And as usual, we have our normal starting point. Our good friend, the classic yellow rubber duck. So, let's sit back and observe some ducks. So, yeah, like I said, teeth happened. And I kind of forget what the last thing was that I discussed about it in an actual video, so, quick recap. Last time on Dragon Teeth Z, a few years ago, I had to go in for some dental work. I had a tooth fall out, and I had to get a bridge put in. While I was doing that, they said, looking over your teeth, you really need to think about getting your wisdom teeth out. And we were planning to do that as soon as we paid off the bridge work. The insurance that I thought I had at the time fell through, so we had to eat the full cost of that. Unfortunately, basically right as we finished paying it off, that's when my mum got sick and eventually passed away. And past that, it just became this constant chain of events of life getting in the way to where we didn't really think about it. And here in 2024, early to mid-September I think it was, that caught up to me when one day my bottom left wisdom tooth just woke up and chose violence. It was just sudden, immediate pain, and oh, it was horrible. So, we go to the dentist, and they tell me that, well, first they show me the x-ray in which I can see that both of my bottom wisdom teeth are basically growing in sideways, and apparently the lower left one has decided to rest right up against the main nerve of my jawline, so that's where the pain was coming from, and unfortunately it also meant there wasn't really anything they could do. I would have to go to a specialist, an oral surgeon. Which somehow just the word surgeon just makes everything feel worse, doesn't it? Makes it feel so much more severe. We'll continue after this duck drop. What do we got? What do we got? It's got a little caterpillar friend. Adorable. Is it supposed to be like maybe with it being red, is it like a reference to worms and apples or something? It does look more like a caterpillar though, so I'm not quite sure. But anyway, so we get some recommendations for oral surgeons, which they tell us some that accept insurance, except we call them and find out that they don't, and the one that they told us did not accept insurance, they were the ones that did, so odd little misinformation there. So, we talked to that one, and we set up an appointment. Things are made more complicated by the working hours of our gun range, because it's peak season. We have to stay open as much as we can for the income. We are closed on Mondays, so that's the only day that any kind of appointments can be set. So, that adds its own complication. What was that? Something fall off the roof? Anyway. So, we set the appointment and go see the oral surgeon. And they do an x-ray and look over what needs to be done. And they say, okay, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to put you under, and we're going to remove all 4 wisdom teeth, because you have the one that's giving you problems, the other lower wisdom tooth, that is already growing in sideways, so we ought to take care of that before it becomes a problem like the other one has. And, well, one of your upper wisdom teeth is looking pretty bad, and then why leave the 4th out of the party? So it's just, okay, we're getting rid of all of them at once. We're defanging the Durgan. Okay. So, that's all they do that day. It was just a consultation, and we're going to take care of it another time. So we set the appointment, and we go home. And I just deal with the pain. But it turns out there's a further complication that they didn't tell me about at the consultation, which we will get to in a moment. Next, duck is about ready to drop. Who's that rubber duck? It's just a very purple duck with a white beak. I'm not complaining. Purple is my favorite color. So, yeah. The complication is that I have to have my blood sugar low enough to have the sedative. There is a legitimate reason for this, and it was one I didn't know about. Apparently the sedative that they use to put you under, it has its own sugars in it that the risk is, if your blood sugar is too high, it can put you into diabetic shock. For those not in the know, I am type 2 diabetic. The real fun part is, thanks to the absolute peach that is the US healthcare system, I haven't been able to afford the major diabetes med that I was on for a couple of years now. They jacked up the cost of my health insurance by $1,000 a month. I couldn't afford that, so I had to let that lapse. While I was insured, the once-a-week injection that I had, it wasn't insulin or anything like that, it was just something to manage blood sugar. It was $20 a month. Without insurance, that goes up to $1,000 a month. Hey, you can't afford $1,000 a month for your insurance? Well, surely you can afford it for your meds. Yay, US healthcare system. It's just wonderful. Love it so much. So, I have to lower my blood sugar by a lot, and without the medicine to help manage it. So, yeah, that was about a 3-week process, I think. I had to switch to eating certain other foods that are good for lowering blood sugar, cutting out a lot of carbs, so like I wasn't able to eat much in the way of bread. I was having mostly like berries, and almonds were doing pretty good for it. I was having to go out and do more exercise, so honestly, it was stuff that I kind of should be doing anyway. But also just that suddenly depriving myself of food that I really love, and that combined with the tooth pain, it was a miserable experience. But after about 3 weeks, we got it low enough to where we were able to set the appointment, go in, they did another test to make sure it was low enough, and everything went through. So they get me in the chair, kick me back, the doc gives me the injection of the sedative and says in about 30 seconds, you'll be completely out. So 30 seconds go by, and the procedure is done, and my uncle is in the room watching me wake up. That's how out I was, and how sudden it was. Like, I have no conscious recollection of anything between those two moments. I didn't even dream anything. Really? I claim identity theft. Excuse me, what? Okay, then. Sure. Was that on there previously? I'm pretty sure I spun completely around the purple duck and that wasn't there. Also, you have a hole in you now. Was that always there? I'm starting to doubt myself with these ducks. So yeah, for those who are hoping for maybe a silly, embarrassing story about coming out of the sedative, apparently, according to my uncle, I didn't do or say anything weird, which, you know, I'm relieved. I've actually heard that that's a thing, that, like, a lot of people that I heard that got their wisdom teeth out more recently haven't really had that kind of problem with the sedative, so I don't know if it's something that, like, sedatives changed over time or something. Am I seeing something in here? I think... Is that what I was seeing? Oh! It's like a construction worker or window washer duck just hiding out there. I'm sure there's some way you can actually collect that one that is some interaction with something else. But, nice. Okay. I just saw that out of the corner of my eye, like, right here, and it bugged me. Sorry for the distraction there. Ducks. But yeah, like, a lot of people that I had heard about getting their wisdom teeth out more recently, I'd been hearing that, yeah, the sedative didn't really make them do or say anything weird. So I wonder if it's something that the sedatives that they use changed over time and now it just doesn't really do that as much or something. I don't know. So anyway, they prescribed some medication for me. I think it was some steroids, some pain meds, and some antibiotics. Sent me home. My mouth was packed full of gauze because, of course, you know, bleeding bit. Well, I guess that's what was falling off of the ceiling. Oh, also, where did all of you come from? I missed something. Something happened. Okay, so like a peeled orange. Cute. I like that one. We have business ducks. Important duck meetings. Oh, okay, these were the ones that were just kind of set up over here, and I guess the one falling from above just knocked into them and made them all fall in. Sometimes business casual goes too far. A lot has been happening with these ducks, just saying. Okay, so I went through all the medication. We kept having to change out the gauze because the obvious bleeding. That stopped, I think, in about 3 days. A few more days after that, I think, was when my stitches wore off. They were the self-dissolving kind, so either they fully dissolved, or what I had left in there, like the excess, just kind of fell out on its own. You're lowering. The final boss. Huh. 343. Okay. Not sure what that's all about. A puzzle to figure out later. But once everything wore off, we gave them a call, told them what was going on, updated them on that, and they said, yeah, at this point, everything's fine, just start kind of introducing normal foods again, because up to that point I had largely been on the liquids and soft foods diet, so I was largely subsisting on breakfast shakes, jello, and pudding. That was about it. But they said, start introducing normal foods, see how it goes, and just, you know, keep an eye on things. And so I started doing so, and everything seemed to be going fine. On Halloween, we had a celebration pizza night. Weekend at Berna's, we are going to the beach. Yeah, I don't know if the Steam achievement pop-ups are appearing in the video themselves, but, yeah. I have no idea what any of these are for, but something happened, apparently. I have no idea what that achievement was, so here's a duck with pancakes on its head. So, that being said, we had a celebration pizza night on Halloween. We got some Little Caesars, and we had a double feature. We watched the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, you know, fitting for being pizza-related and everything. And also we watched a movie that my uncle was threatening me with for a while. I have seen the absolute acid trip that is Eraserhead. It's not in that category of movies that are so bad they're good. It's just weird, like very surreal. I honestly have no idea what I watched. David Lynch, the director of that was just his vibe, because there was this night that, back when my mom was still around, we had been looking for something to watch on TV, and there was a classic movie channel that was running a marathon of David Lynch's student films, and, man, it's a 50-50. Part of me wants to know what the thought process was when he was working on these movies, and part of me is honestly afraid to know. It was just weird. But, so yeah, we watched that, and I was having my pizza, and it was delicious. I was so happy to have pizza again. It was so good. And everything was going fine. Next day was Friday. I had some leftover pizza for lunch. All was good. Had some more for dinner. And then, of all things, a piece of burnt cheese on the crust. Window cleaning service. Okay, somehow you have joined the pool. Now we get a good look at you. Okay, you are a window cleaner. Nice. I'm not exactly sure what happened. I guess it's just an overtime thing, that one. Once he's done with his job. But yeah, so there was a piece of burnt cheese on the crust of the pizza I was eating. And I bit down into that. And there was this sudden loud crunching pop sound. And immediate pain in my mouth. I thought I'd just somehow destroyed a tooth on burnt cheese. It went away after I got everything out of my mouth, but anytime I tried to eat more of the pizza, it flared back up. And of course, it's Friday night, so even if there wasn't the whole scheduling conflict with the gun range, well, the oral surgeon isn't open on the weekend, so we had to wait until Monday to go back in. And they did another x-ray, they looked around, and nothing seemed to be amiss. And so they asked, was there like a loud popping, crunching sound? I said, yeah, there was. Pigeon duck, where did you come from? This one's dual-wielding super soakers. There's just ducks all over the place here. Nice. But, so yeah, I told them that yes, there was a loud popping crunch. And I mean, it felt loud in my head. I have no idea how loud it really was, but in my head, I mean, it rang. It was that loud to me. And they said that what happened was I had a minor jaw dislocation. This was probably a combination of the fact that my jaw just hadn't been seeing as much use while I was in recovery, and also something I think I inherited from my mum. Because she had this problem too. The left side of both our jaws are somewhat double-hinged. So they can pop sometimes, unhinge, rehinge themselves, and change the alignment of teeth a little bit. So that, I think, is what happened, and it had just never been that bad before. Not until that time. It was not fun. Very, very not fun. And they basically said, there's nothing really that we can do about it. It's just something that it'll heal over time, just keep an eye on it, and they gave me some more meds. They gave me another run of the steroids, they gave me some more painkillers, and they gave me a muscle relaxant. Are you the reason we're going to the beach? Because that is very much a beach shirt. All these ducks that are just appearing that I didn't see drop. There must be another level to things here. I mean, they're coming down from that pipe. Is there a way I can get up there? It's been a while since I've actually booted this up, so I kind of forget some of the controls. Oh well. So that has been the last 3 weeks or so, was going through the second course of medicines and just hoping that my jaw got to feeling better, which obviously it has. I can wear my headset again without any kind of pain, else I wouldn't be recording this. So, thankfully, I think we are closing in on the end of this tooth fiasco. So, yeah, hopefully we're getting back to work soon. I'm probably going to be doing some one-offs for a while to get used to talking for long periods again, recording again, editing again, all that sort of stuff. I have some stuff in mind that I might want to record. I might want to do some stuff with friends. I actually have some old footage that I've been sitting on until I figured out what was going on that I'll be editing fairly soon as well. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but I am wanting to put up some more stuff. Though bear with me because, of course, this is Thanksgiving week, so it's going to be a little bit busy for me. And we are, of course, getting into the Christmas season right after that. But I do want to work on stuff. I do want to get some stuff uploaded. I want to get back to normal, dang it. Ace of Hearts duck. That is what I will dub you. So, obviously, the ultimate goal is to get back to major projects, which at that point, I'm kind of at a loss as to what we should do next. I'm wondering if I should go ahead and go with the original plan of doing the next Liberation mission on Battle Network 5, as was the plan before all this went down, or with how long I've been away from it, should I get back to MagMammal 3? Because I'm wondering if I should actually do that. So, you know, let me know in the comments. what you might want to see next. Should I get back to RoahmMythril? Should I keep working on Battle Network 5? You know, I'm interested in what people think, because, I mean, hey, you guys are the ones supporting this channel, so between those two, let me know which you think I should prioritize for now. Stick to the original plan, or get back to RoahmMythril. I've been away from that so long, I'm not even sure if it's updated any further since the last time I played it, if I need to download a new update for it. I'll ask my friends when it gets to that point. So, yeah, that's where we are for now. In the meantime, I have actually been busy with creative stuff. I've kind of been on creative override, drawing my custom robot masters. Because I had some ideas for some new ones that I drew and colored and everything, and then it occurred to me that my original 8, I've only ever really had fan art of them. I've never done a fully finished drawing of my original 8 Robot Masters in my own style before, so I have been slowly working on those and placing bios for them and everything on my social media. I have 7 of the original 8 done. I still need to draw and color Disco Man, but the other 7 are done, plus there are the 3 new ones that I made. Want to put those up on Still Store, Cambot? So, yes, I have been busy working on stuff like that, and dear gods help me, I already have ideas for 2 more Robot Masters, though I have a lot of work to do on trying to finalize their designs, but they are in the works. I just, somewhere along the line, started apparently deciding, you know what, 8's not enough, let's go with 16, so I am slowly working on a second set of Robot Masters, of which I have 3 fully designed, 2 in the works. This is how creativity gets you. This is how brain rot gets you. But hey, I've been having fun working on them, so why not? So, other than that, as far as just what I've been doing during the recovery period, I've just been playing some games for my own relaxation. I've been messing around with Pokemon, finally training some new level 100s and everything. I've been working on some teams back in the 3DS games. I'm currently working on one that's just kind of, oops, all Mega Evolutions. I'm happy that I decided to name my Mega Houndoom Zool. Feels like a good name to use there. Balloon Animal Duck. I'm not sure how I feel about that one. It looks weird, and also the sound is a little unsettling. But we also have a bellhop duck. Delightful. Very dapper. I didn't even see that one appear. Though I did think I heard an elevator ding, so I'm guessing that had something to do with him showing up. But yeah, so I've been messing with Pokemon stuff. I've also been playing Samurai Warriors 4, now that I have my PS5 and I can play PS4 games on it. That honestly is the biggest reason I wanted to get a PS5, was because there were a bunch of PS4 games that I wanted to play, but I never had a PS4, and so I figured, why buy 2 separate systems? Since the 5 is completely backwards compatible with PS4 games, why not? So I've been having fun with that. I also really enjoyed Astro Bot. I played through that. I've also been playing Castlevania Dominus Collection, and thus finally working toward finishing Order of Ecclesia, because I never finished the 3DS version of that one. I hard stalled at, what's his name? Blackmore? The boss that has the giant shadow on the back wall. I could not beat that boss on the 3DS version. So, yeah. Been working on that. Also been playing Vampire Survivors. They had their recent Castlevania DLC, which, wow, they went all out for that. I've been having a really good time with that. But overall, I think that's the major gist of things. I think that's pretty much everything I really wanted to talk about. So yeah, in the comments, let me know your thoughts on what I should work on as we start getting back into the major projects. Should I work on Battle Network 5 or get back to RoahmMythril? Pokemon Crystal No Evolutions is also there in the rotation, but, you know, that's not what I was working on. That's why I'm prioritizing either Battle Network 5 or Mag Mammal. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully we can get back to normal soon. I mean, honestly, even doing this Duck update video, it feels good to be getting back to work on at least something, you know? Because that's what I have wanted through this whole mess, is just getting back to normalcy. At the point that I'm recording this, yesterday I had my follow-up appointment after the dislocation, and so I went in, and it was kind of a nothing burger of an appointment. The oral surgeon just kind of poked and prodded around my gums and jawline, asked me to clench and unclench my teeth, and was asking, is there any pain? And there wasn't any, so he just said, keep an eye on it, call us back if it seems like something's wrong, but you should be pretty good to go back to normal. Just kind of stick to at least somewhat softer foods, like Thanksgiving turkey should be fine. Stick to that for about maybe 2 or 3 more weeks, and you should be good. Like I said, obviously, there's no issues with having, like, the pressure of wearing my headset anymore. That feels fine. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back to things. What the? Huh? Excuse me, what? Why did clicking on the black duck do this? Why did it put me in the elevator? What happened? Derailed by ducks. Okay, well, here's the upper level, I guess. You know, the term abducted comes to mind. Fine, I'm following you back down. At least I assume we're headed back down. Okay, yes, you end up going into the gutter. And down we go. Okay. Well, at least we got to see that. I'm still curious as to why clicking on that new kind of oily black duck that showed up suddenly put me in the elevator with him. Now where'd the new one go? Oh, constellations. Ooh. Oh, I like that one. But why did you put me in the elevator? What star sign led to that? I'm sorry, that was a complete derailment. For as simple as this game is, sometimes it can just catch you off guard like that. But yeah, they said just stick to somewhat softer foods for like maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, but obviously I can wear the headset again, that's not an issue. Overall, I'm feeling a lot better, so yeah, hopefully we're getting back to normal. Because, I mean, that's all I really want. That and the ability to eat food and talk and everything without being in pain because of teeth. Why teeth? Why must teeth? But with that, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this odd little duck experience, and I shall see you again in the next video. Until then, fare thee well. Why? Why did you send me to the elevator dimension? What'd I ever do to you?